Morning, Lucy.
Oh, I'm not happy with you. Oh my God. You have one job.
Just done to his plans. Just like to say that was not my fault. She's really athletic. She got those out with her own back leg. Eris is loving being plaited up. For her first time in her life, or did we plait her as a foal once?
Come on.
I think we might have plaited her as a foal once.
Keep coming.
Come on, big girl.
Come on. Well
Good
done.
girl. So what are we doing today, Lucy?
Off to, right, can you put the back bar up?
Yeah. What was that, Lucy?
Have I got to lick it on my face here?
A tiny bit. I think it's okay.
I was just saying, have I got to lick it on my face?
I'll let you find out later. Oh, look, there are his little touches. He's so cute. Where are we going today then, Lucy?
We're going to Hartpury.
Right, and you sound really happy about this.
Yeah, well, we're late, as usual.
Yeah, not my fault.
I think I've got to lick
just
it on my
to point
face.
out. We are slightly late.
I'm boiling, so I need to swap top.
Right, so we didn't check our microphones and they were not working. So why are we at Hartpury? We've arrived at Hartpury because we are here for the British Breeding Futurity. It's aimed at foals 1, 2, 3, and I think some older horses, but they don't tend to turn up. Mostly it tends to be mostly foals and sort of yearlings. And they've got different categories. So they've got dressage, show jumping, eventing, natives, and when they say natives, it's not just native ponies, it's native to the UK, so that can include Suffolk Punches and Cleveland Bays, Shires, and that sort of breeding. And then they've also got endurance as well, so there's quite, and ponies. So there's quite a mixed bag of what you can enter and the different categories. So Eris was entered in the eventing as a 3-year-old. So she'll be required to do a vet section where she gets trotted up for the vet and checked over. She does triangle inside an arena. She gets put loose to trot and canter around, and then she also does some loose jumping. So it's only the 3-year-olds that do the loose jumping, no other age group. So they remove the lane for the other categories. Anyway, the reason I've done it is because I think Eris is quite nice, and it's something I've kind of always wanted to do. At 1 and 2, she was quite ugly and not really in a state that she could go. But at 3, I think she looks pretty nice and even, and I thought it would be a really good experience for her. I'm not really into showing, which I could have done with her. It's often really busy and people don't have control, whereas this is quite a controlled environment, and you get experts looking at your horse and telling you what they think. So, you know, it's sometimes harsh criticism for your very, very precious homebred, but sometimes it can be really helpful as well. So yeah, we're at Hartpury, and this is what Eris is doing today.
Right, we figured out where we were supposed to be, which was not exactly where we were, but there we go. Hello, good girlie. Hello, the big snorts. So she did a little bit of damage to her plaits, didn't she?
Not too bad.
It's not a disaster.
We've now got the tricky task. We've actually got to put a bridle on while taking her head collar off.
Okay, I might need to put this down for that. Are you going to repair her plait maybe before you do that?
No,
or?
I'm going to put the bridle on first.
Okay, we'll put the bridle on. Right. See how this goes.
I don't know if I can get over the head collar. Right.
I'll come and hold her. Right, we've got extra supporters arrived, Tom and Tom. Using Big Tom because he's nice and tall and sturdy, and she's a great big gigantic heffalump. Are you, Rosie? He's quite smart. Good girl.
So, why are we wearing the most impractical colour?
Oh yeah, why are you wearing white jeans, Lucy?
Because that's the rules, isn't it?
Well, it's not really in the rule, it's just the done thing. If you've got a horse, particularly if you've got a dark horse with dark legs, you wear white. It's not a great look, to be fair.
No.
Me and Tom's went for beige rather than white, which I think was a sensible choice. She's been very good. On you.
She's smaller than Lindsay.
I think she's quite tall. She's been very well behaved so far, haven't you? So we're going to go find our vet evaluator and get our vetting done and then get on with it.
Which means she probably won't show herself off beautifully.
Up past the international arena, where we're dreaming of being one day. Not this year, Eris.
No.
It's been very good so far. It's actually stood a lot better than any of our event horses stand we got ready.
You probably could actually always tie her up.
Probably could. She's always been pretty level, this horse, right from a baby.
But where she's really good is, obviously she's snorting a little bit, but actually she's taking it in without reacting. She's just like, oh, what's going on? She's curious, isn't she?
She is curious, and she's always been quite brave. So it's good so far, proud so far.
For the day. You straighten up your brow band.
So this is the vetting.
And when did she turn 3?
May, end of May.
Yes, still then.
So the vet just checks.
Homebred or have you?
Yeah, no, she's a homebred.
Just checks her confirmation and looks at all her joints and stuff.
Been in the walls, look.
I know, 3-year-olds, isn't it?
They love to play and fight, don't they?
And then basically the vet gives her a score. It's effectively all the scores are out of 10. Vet gives her a score based on her future potential soundness is what they're looking at. So they look at them all stood up and then look at them walk and trot.
So I'm going to stand with my legs all looking back.
At least she's being nice and calm. So she's got to walk away and walk back. And so they're just looking for how straight she moves, if she places her feet straight. Go. And then she will ask for her to trot away and trot back. That could be the more interesting part because she doesn't really practice this. From Lucy. That was a bit half-hearted. I think she might ask to see that again. Keep going. Not quite badminton trot up worthy. Oh, look, she looks nice and uphill, stood like that.
Good girl. You're very good.
She's got a nice elevation when she was going up every time.
Yeah.
So here she is going loose jumping. The first time we walked her down on the lead in walk, and so this is her first proper time with 2 cross poles up just to go down in trot. And that's me, and I'm catching her with the bucket. So you can see she's getting a little bit more confident as she goes down. She's loose jumped once at Jancis's this year, probably back in sort of March, and then she did a little bit with me the other day, but we could only put 2 fences up because I haven't really got the space or the right setup to do it. So as you can see, she gets more and more confident. She goes down. She is a pretty brave horse, so that's wonderful to see. And you know, she's just finding it easy. And look at her; she loves a treat. So this time it's all goes up very steadily. I think you get about 8 runs down to go. So we've put it up a bit. She makes a mistake, has it in front, because she's obviously 3, hasn't really learnt to rock herself back or to manage her step. So this time we go down and she makes a different mistake. She has it behind, which is fine because it's not the same mistake. This time a little bit further away because they felt that the first time when she had it down behind, she's literally like looking for me in the bucket. And then this time she's spot on, so that's really good. At the end of the day, she's an eventer. She's been bred for eventing, so the show jumpers are super sharp because that's what you need. And you will see them much sharper in front than she is, but she's also quite a big horse. She hasn't finished developing either, so that was certainly one of the comments. And then at this point, you sort of finish with the jumping, and we look to send her loose, and then we take down the grid. So here she is. She's been asked to show herself off into trot and canter. So as you can see, she is quite chilled. So we have to sort of motivate her a little bit. We're certainly not chasing her around with bags and things like they do. We're just letting her be herself. And actually, where she's quite chilled, she probably's got a lot more of the in there of the trot. But she doesn't perhaps show it off as well as she could. Again, if they're super sharp and spooky, they are going to show those paces off a lot better because they're going to really have some elevation with the hind leg. Again, she's got a good enough hind leg for what she's going to need to do, and but it's not going to be like super like a dressage horses or like an event show jumpers because again, it's a different job. Show jumper, you want them pushing off and going. An eventer, you want them with a really relaxed, easy, light step and a good canter that's not going to exhaust them because they've gone up too high over cross-country jumps or scared themselves. So canter, I want them nice and light in their feet, and she does look light, and she's got loads of ground cover. Again, if you're watching a show jumper going around in canter, it will be quite a different style because the hind leg will really push them up. Whereas she's got much more. She's got quite a lot of thoroughbred in her, and she just moves in a lighter way. So that's what it is. But anyway, I think she looks great. If she was a bit sharper and a bit spookier, I think she'd be a little bit more flashy in the trot. But for me, temperament's everything, and that will win every day because with great temperament, you can train them, and you can sometimes never get the spooky out of a horse. But anyway, so she's pretty easy, isn't she? She's not going mad or anything. So I can't ask for anything more because this is her first outing ever away from home. So this is the final bit. It's the triangle. So you walk around the triangle. Sometimes you trot with another horse. Not with another horse, but sometimes with younger horses you'll trot round. But she's just walking around. So the judges can evaluate her in walk and have a proper look at her in close contact. So as you can see, she's been good. Jansen's just there just in case she needs a bit of guidance, but she's a very easy girl and being very good. So couldn't ask for anything more. And as you can see, they're all having a look at her. So this is the final step. They just asked her to go in the middle and stand up so they could see her conformation and just have a look at her, how she looks stood up. So that's what they're doing there. And they'll score her appropriately.
Okay, so this is our first one today. This is Key to the Male. This is a 3-year-old filly. The owner is Lizzie Council. It's Chrysler Key and it's Jaguar Male is the dam sire. We felt this mare was very pleasing to look at. She looks a very good, elegant type for eventing. We think that she'll come up a bit more in the shoulders, and that makes her a little bit like this and a bit in all the movement. So next year, I think she'll be a different horse, but obviously we've got the judge that we're looking at today. We feel that she's a little straight in the hind leg, and she's also a little straight in the shoulder, but she has really good length to the shoulder. And we think when the withers come up a bit, then she'll be a bit better balanced. And she scores an 8.25 for the conformation. The walk is really her best pace. She has really long steps, she's very supple through her body, and she has a very positive rhythm, and scores a 9 for the walk. Trot just lacks a bit of elasticity and she needs to lift her shoulders more. But I think this is a moment in time. So when the shoulders come up a bit more, the withers come up, then I think she'll be a bit freer. For 775, the canter, she's just a bit lazy today. It'd be better if she had a little bit more oomph. And then she's a bit on her forehand in the canter and a bit straight with the legs. We'd like to see more articulation of the joints. But she scores an 8 in the canter. The jump, she had a really good attitude. You know, she had every intention to go through there. She makes quite a good shape. She just couldn't tuck her legs up more. Obviously, we don't like to put them over too big a fence. If you make a bigger fence, then she will come up a bit more. She just could be a little bit more motivated. So she's a little too lazy as she comes in, and then she got herself in a little bit of trouble when she knocked them a little bit. So she just could be a little bit more careful. But I think when she has a bit more oomph, it'll get a lot easier. So the jump scores 8.5, and overall we get to an 8.27, so this is a really good goal. So well done. You've got to get the 34.
Thank you very much. Yes, she has. No, he's added everything I wanted to the map.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm sure she'll get a little bit higher in front.
This is not going to be anything until she's 5.
Yeah. Very nice.
So, how was that, Lucy?
Well, I couldn't be any more delighted with her behaviour. You know, this is a lot for... She's really very underprepared for this. She's never gone showing, never gone further than half an hour in the trailer other than to yours.
Yeah.
And so I'm absolutely delighted with her behaviour.
She has been a little angel, hasn't she?
Oh, she's been unbelievable. So really pleased about that. And yeah, the comments are like a little lazy and stuff, but you know what? I quite like living. And I quite like going to my first one-day event and not being bounced out the saddle this big with a tail in the air. And I think she's really good at doing that. So
yeah, she's very level.
She's really level. And yeah, the jumping could have been a little better and stuff, but she's again hardly done any. So,
but for what we wanted her to do, which was come and have a really nice first outing, relaxed and sort of just see a bit of the world, that's perfect.
Yes, it is.
And she was happy to jump.
Yeah, she enjoys her jumping.
Yeah.
Especially as she thinks she's very, very well rewarded at the end of it.
She gets lots of pony nuts at the end.
Yeah. She's very savvy to that.
It's all about bribery.
But no, I think she looks lovely. She, if I saw her and went to see her for sale, I would be absolutely, this is exactly my kind of horse. Long-legged, quite tall, nice temperament, and just an all-round nice person.
And with a bit of quality about
with a bit of quality, because she's got a good canter and a good enough trot, and I know they were saying the walk today is the best pace, but there's more in the trot.
Yeah, there's lots more, but comes through from training and her just becoming more uphill and more athletic, which she'll do as she grows. She's got another 2 years of growing to do.
Oh, she won't be anything until 5.
Yeah.
So, and that's absolutely fine with me.
Yeah, but she's had a really lovely, quiet day, and hopefully she'll just wander back into the trailer and we'll get her home, and then that's her done.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Until September.
She's been backed.
She's having a wolf teeth out next week.
Oh, lucky her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's done everything that we'd want a 3-year-old to do.
Yep, she's been riding solo in walk around the arena. So I haven't wanted to do any more because of the wolf teeth. So I know they're coming out next week. So I'll get her back in September from you. And once I've finished eventing, and we'll do a bit more.
Do another little tiny stint, and then she can have the rest of the winter just to be a horse out in the big field on the hill. Anyway.
You're a lovely girl, though, aren't you?
I'm really impressed with her. I think she was super good today.
Yeah.
Easy, easy peasy, which is exactly what we like.
Brilliant.